Hello, my name is Robert Rezabek, and I am a chef with the Indigo Road Hospitality Group. Um, we have two restaurants in the Avalon in Alpharetta, Georgia, Oak Steakhouse and Coletta. They're right next to each other, and I kind of bounce between the two restaurants. And today I wanted to inform you guys about the many hardships, obstacles, and challenges endured by the food service and restaurant industry since COVID-19. Um, Most specifically, I'd like to talk about the labor crisis, rising inflation, and the serious supply chain issues that we're currently facing in our industry. As far as the labor crisis goes, and we see this even in the restaurants I work in, is restaurants can't hire and retain enough employees to be able to operate. Many of us, including us, we've had to close for lunch. Restaurants have had to, close Sunday, Monday, a day, 2 days a week, whatever they need to do just to survive. And owners and chefs are also being forced to lower their standards as they struggle to find experienced and reliable workers. Meaning, like in the past, you'd have to go stage where you'd work in a kitchen for a night and see, how you vibe with the crew and how you work with them, and then they would decide whether they wanted you to be a part of their team or not. And now they're just taking anyone because you know they they just don't have enough bodies, so they're not being picky right now. Um, in the U.S., we're down 1 million workers, and in Georgia, we're down about 90,000 workers. Um, and some of the reasons employees have left and haven't gone back for reasons such as low pay, bad or no benefits, lack of flexibility, in their work, no work-life balance, a lack of appreciation. Many people in COVID, COVID brought out the ugliest side of a lot of people, and they just took it out on their servers and bartenders, unfortunately, and it's unfortunate. There was even a restaurant in Georgia called Barbaritos where the entire staff posted a piece of paper on the door listing some of the reasons I listed previously about low pay, bad benefits, lack of appreciation, etc. Posted on the door, and the entire staff walked out and quit. Um, some of the other issues we're facing too, besides labor, is rising inflation, and this is infecting all industries in our world currently right now. Inflation is rising costs for food and key ingredients, paper products. For instance, a case of bacon rose from 47.96 to 85.58. Onions went from 24.95 to $40.72 a crate, and fryer oils up over 140%. Um, and for many of you not in the business, the restaurant business is a very low margin penny business. So, all these factors are really hurting, an already struggling business. And Sean Kennedy from the National Restaurant Association, has a really good quote prefacing this. And he says it's an incredibly high cost, low profit margin business, and that in the best of times, it only barely works. And if you almost have a full house for every meal service that you're selling. So he kind of explains how tough it is in normal conditions, let alone the COVID times we're living in. And some of the supply chain issues we're having, restaurants are having trouble getting products such as cream cheese, chicken wings, portion cups, or salad dressings. When I was with Coletta, the executive chef Travis was telling me that Philadelphia cream cheese was actually paying, some of their customers not to buy cream cheese, when it was really bad. And when I was with Truck and Tap, we couldn't find chicken wings. So, this stuff is very real, and I've seen it in, my own life and in the workplace. So restaurants, they've had to change menu offerings to kind of adapt to these supply chain issues, delays, shortages, etc. And this actually happened to me when I was in culinary school. I wanted to make pesto for caprese salad, and I had to substitute the pine nuts for pistachios because I couldn't get pine nuts. Um, Restaurants are also facing these supply chain issues with their equipment and replacement parts. There's a lot of scarcity, increased expenses. longer than usual shipping times, to get the things they need. So, I hope I hope this has given, you guys kind of more of an insight as to, what I do, what the restaurant industry is currently facing in these post-COVID times. And, when you guys go out to eat, I hope you can be more understanding and appreciative of, what goes into the restaurant industry. Um, Thank you so much. Have a great day.